Yeah, Taylor Swift, who ironically, the ironic thing about Taylor Swift and what Dylan Rockoff have in common is that there's a Loyalsock High School connection. And on the line with me right now, and a guy that is getting some national exposure, 2013 grad of Loyalsock High School, goes to Northeastern University in Boston. And you know him from Clyde Frog fame, Dylan and Maverick, around this area, and now buzz on his new hit single, Feeling Fine. Dylan Rockoff, welcome in.
Thanks for having me, Gary. Pleasure to be on.
You were on our show. You were about 6, I think. No, you were at Uptown Music. You were on the show. What were you, 13 or 14 the first time you ever sang on the show?
I think it was 13, 14. We were doing our radio premiere for Shine on Your Crazy Diamond, one of the first shows that I was ever in. And I was playing guitar, playing some backup guitar, and, humble beginnings, but really enjoyed it. And, now I'm back on. I'm 21 years old, and I'm back on the show with you now, debuting my first single.
I can't believe. I thought you were like 19. I can't believe you're 21 already. This is unbelievable.
I know.
Now, I've just mentioned that a moment ago we played Taylor Swift. Do you know the Loyalsock connection with Taylor Swift and Dylan Rockoff?
Her dad. It was her dad, right? Her dad graduated from Loyalsock High School?
Yeah, her dad, Scott Swift, graduated from Loyalsock, lived here in Williamsport 1970, and now you're a 2013 grad of Loyalsock in Boston. All right, things are going crazy for you right now. You've got a new hit single, and I heard a clip of this right around Labor Day, and I saw you and Tess Marshall playing. You were back in town playing at Franco's, and I told you then, I said, you've got to get me the song. It is unbelievable. Heard just a clip. And I was sold on it. I'm playing music for a lot of years, and it's got a great hook. Feeling Fine. When did you write this song?
So I wrote this song probably around April of this year. There were a lot of really cool things going on. I was working my first job. Things were going really great. I was making some money, and things were going good. So I was feeling good about myself, feeling good about the world, feeling good about everything that was going on. So I just wanted to communicate that whole communicate those positive vibes. So I decided to write a feel-good song. I also started dating a girl at the time who we're still dating. So the song is kind of just about the reciprocation of letting somebody know that you love them, and then getting the validation that they love you back, and just sharing the whole circle of good vibes. It's framed around the real experience that I had with my girlfriend, but also just generally about feeling good. I tend to think I'm a pretty positive, upbeat person, and I really like to communicate that emotion and that positive attitude to the rest of the world. That's what I was trying to do with the song.
You got the song out there, and it's got. How did you get the national exposure? Because you obviously hooked up with some folks that liked it, got it out there. And we'll talk about what it's done in the last week. It's getting big time buzz. How did you get it out there on to get some attention that would take it up the charts nationally?
Yeah, so I think that a big reason for that had to do with the placements that we got. We signed up for some music distribution. We got the album placed on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Apple Music, all of those avenues. And then we also were able to get the song placed on Spotify playlists. So we're placed on a couple different playlists, one of which being Happy Songs playlist, which has 217,000 followers. That's kind of the way that we're getting the song out there and gaining a lot of our social media attention. We also got the song placed. It caught the attention of Pat Monahan on Sirius XM, who is playing the song, featured the song last week.
And that was on the Pulse, right? On Sirius XM.
That was on the Pulse.
What was that like the first time national radio? You're hearing yourself. You can hear them anywhere in the world. What was that like first time you hear yourself, your single on the radio?
It was really both humbling, flattering, and exciting, all rolled into one, to see people take videos, people who I haven't talked to in a really long time, take videos of them playing their song on the radio in the car, and seeing my name on the dash with the title of my song underneath. Is just wow, this is for real. People at any given point in time could be listening to my song and finding out that Dylan Rockoff is a person, and he exists, and he's making really cool music. That's really exciting to me, and really, really flattering and humbling and just exciting. I'm excited that, people are really starting to pick up on what I'm doing and starting to dig it. So
to get an idea, now give me an idea with iTunes and streaming and the social media end of things in the charts, and how many people are picking up and hearing this tune, what's it doing right now for you? You just told me off the air. I mean, it's getting crazy, right?
It's getting pretty crazy. So the very first week we moved, when orders first opened, moved 300 units. We peaked at number 51 on the singer-songwriter chart, which is awesome, which is really cool. Things are going really well on Spotify. We have, I think, somewhere close to 6,000 streams now, and we're averaging 1,000 streams a day. So just in the past couple of days, things have really, really picked up.
And I know that you are planning a follow-up, not a full album, but an EP coming out in 2016, 4, 5, 6 new songs, and you're working on some of those right now, right?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of this stuff is material that I've been sitting on for quite some time. I'm just trying to work it out and get together the best possible material that I can to follow up Feeling Fine. 'Cause Feeling Fine is such a good song. I'm really happy with it, and I refuse to put out anything else that's not going to live up to that standard. So I'm working really hard, and in 2016 we'll have some more awesome music for you guys.
And I understand you're going to be opening for Heydays. They're on Island Records. When's that going to happen? That's pretty big as you open for them.
Yeah, that's a really, really cool opportunity. Heydays is an awesome band. They just got signed to Island Records. That's going to be November 4th at the Middle East in Cambridge. We're going to be selling some merch. We're getting some merch made to kind of get the name out there and expand our brand and get my name out there. So I'm going to have a full band with me actually for that one, which I'm really excited about, because typically I've been playing solo, but to play a show like that, we really want to make it as awesome as possible.
All right, we're about ready to play this song, and I also heard that you just did your first music video to go along. What are you thinking? You're Dylan Rockoff, the kid from Loyal Sox, doing a music video, and this has gone national. You just finished it. What was that like?
That was a lot of fun. We got into the studio early yesterday morning and set it all up, decorated it all up, and we had a videographer come in and take some shots, take a bunch of different shots. We took the song a bunch of different times. Got a good sound, got some good shots, and it looked good. And I think people are gonna like it. I think people are gonna dig on the music video, Gary.
I'll tell you, Feeling Fine. We've got it coming up next. We spare a little expense on this show. You've been in here. You see that studio audience. They're in from Loyal Sock, pal. They're wearing the maroon and white. All right, Dylan, coming up next, we're going to play a song that's going to knock you out. Get national exposure. It's going to make its iHeartRadio Kiss FM debut minutes away. You're going to love this song, Feeling Fine, with Williamsport's own Dylan Rockoff. Coming up next on Kiss 102.7.
Lewisburg.
First ever time on iHeartRadio. Here we go. Feeling Fine.
In my world, I don't worry, darling. I just smile, 'cause you're by my side. And now your eyes open up every morning to the love that shines in mine. And I see it in yours too. So now I sing to you. And when you go, leave me here all alone, I'll be waiting, we can make it, because I know that after all this time, you'll read between these lines. Feeling fine, 'cause you said this is all you want. No more playing on all this, waiting. I'll call you mine. I know you feel the same as I do. No more playing, wishing, waiting. I was taking, baby. Reminiscing on the time when we first met. I was tongue-tied, stupefied. What was it that I said? Probably something foolish that didn't make much sense. But you remembered a year later when I saw you next. When I told you that I need to hold you. You said come right on over. I could not wait to show you. I cherish all your lines. And after all this time, feeling fine, 'cause you said this is all you want. No more playing on all this, waiting. I'll call you mine. No more playing, wishing, waiting. I was taking, baby. You were turning me up and you were turning me on. You woke me up at the break of dawn. I told you, baby, I'm so far gone, but I was sneaking out and I was sneaking in back into your room again. Oh, honey, please, can't you see what I see? That this is the way it should be. This is the way it should be. Taking, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, if that isn't a hit, I don't know what is. Dylan Rockoff. Dylan, congratulations. Boy, is that a great tune? Unbelievable. How's that sound to you? First ever time played here in the Williamsport area and played on iHeartRadio. And Dylan, congratulations. That really's got a great hook to it. Really does.
Thank you so much. And Gary, I really appreciate you having me on the show today and giving me the opportunity to debut the song this morning.
Well, I've been a big fan of yours for a long time. You've coming in with Uptown Music Collective. But they have meant a lot to a lot of kids musically in this area. All the talented kids that were in Clyde Frog and giving you guys a start to really get in the professional side of music. And now here you are at 21 getting national exposure. And Uptown Music has been big for you, right?
Yeah, for sure. It was a really, really, really great environment to nurture my interest in music and learn everything that there is to know about music. Dave Brumball was an amazing guitar teacher, and all the faculty and staff at the collective were very nurturing. And I owe a lot of my musical, path that I'm taking today to them. So they're a great place. I would highly encourage anybody who wants to learn anything about music to check out the Uptown Music Collective.
Yeah, the other thing we didn't mention earlier, last week you had national exposure on the Today Show where they played a clip of Feelin' Fine coming back between segments. What was that like, and how did that happen? How did that happen that they liked it enough that they played it on their show?
Yeah, we weren't really sure exactly how it happened. It was just kind of a random thing where they tuned in. We had like somebody from the collective, actually it was a mom from the collective who tuned in and heard that she was watching Good Morning America, and the song came on, and her daughter heard it and was like, oh my God, that's Dylan Rockoff's song, because her and I went to the collective together. And she heard it, and then I found out about it, and they used my song as a lead into a segment, which is awesome because that means that somebody at the Today Show heard the song and wanted to use it for one of their segments, and that it was good enough and a good quality enough song to use on the segment, which is amazing to me.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, because right away people started texting me, giving me updates. I say, you've got to be kidding. I knew the song was starting to get some buzz, but now it's taken off. Dylan, I'm going to let you run. Now, do you have to go to class today after all this?
I got class. I got some studying I got to do. I got a test today.
Yeah, it's back to reality because you've got to go to class and take a test.
Yeah, not a big deal, though. This is a really good way to start the morning. Thank you, Gary.
Boy, I tell you what, Dylan Rockoff, congratulations. We're going to play the song again. We'll play it in the 9 o'clock hour. And I think you're going to hear more, not only of Dylan, but this song, Feelin' Fine, which has hit marked all over. Get national play. Williamsport kid from Loyal Sockeye. Dylan, good luck. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Gary. Good luck to you. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks. Dylan Rockoff. What a song.